Meet Mary. Statistically speaking, she's the average person of nearly 4 million Americans living with vitiligo. Mary's almost 20, with a darker white skin type, and lives in an industrial suburb with her parents. She's generally fit and healthy. A couple of years ago, in spring, a dime-sized lesion appeared on her forearm, which gradually turned milky white. Soon after, similar patches started popping up on her chest and face. As Mary's spots got brighter and bigger, she felt self-conscious and found socializing difficult. So, no more dating or beach time. And she began to suffer from depression, as she was the victim of bullying. Mary looked for help on social media. People told her it was vitiligo, but, as she realized much later, they were all wrong about her next steps. The best advice Mary could get was to accept her uniqueness and beauty, which took her straight to Beautiful Station. Later, she'd remember seeing the support group sign on the way, though it didn't grab her attention at the time. Mary met plenty of familiar faces with vitiligo at Beautiful Station, from politicians to celebrities, who all spent their lives in the public eye. It felt like home, yet she had a nagging feeling that she didn't just have to accept vitiligo. So, she circled back to white spot. Like many people, Mary turned to Dr. Google for her medical advice. She didn't know that self-diagnosis via the internet is misleading most of the time. Unsurprisingly, Mary took a wrong turn and headed towards Foggy Bottom. But shady characters live there, like unqualified doctors, mystic healers, and overenthusiastic dietitians. So, no matter which line Mary took to get there, wizard or optimistic, she was destined to get stuck on the vicious circle of misguided treatments, vitamins, and fancy diets. She was there for about 1 year, before finally getting off at Broken Hope Station. Mary started to wonder if maybe her white spots were nothing to do with vitiligo. Perhaps she had one of the other skin conditions. By now, she'd tried 5 to 6 remedies she'd bought on the internet, but with no visible results. Mary realized she needed to see a skin color specialist. But where to begin? She remembered seeing the support group sign on the way to Beautiful. Cautiously, she took the support line. At the support group meeting, Mary realized she had a difficult choice to make. She could head swiftly back to Beautiful, or move forward through uncertainty to Spotless. The group leader hinted that holistic doc might help with balancing her mind and body, but Dr. Bright could help restore her normal skin color. The average American must wait over 60 days to visit family doc and then the dermatologist. But thanks to a referral from support group, Mary met Dr. Bright in just 2 days. Under the woods lamp, Dr. Bright's trained eye noticed new, but barely visible, areas of depigmentation. It was definitely vitiligo. The good news is that vitiligo is neither life-threatening nor contagious. The overactive immune system is simply doing its job too well in vitiligo patients. Sometimes, melanocytes that produce skin color exhibit unusual activity. The immune system mistakenly identifies these odd pigment cells as enemies and eliminates them, which causes skin discoloration. The bad news is that no drug can reverse the loss of pigment cells. Although some drugs, either used alone or in combination with light or other therapies, can restore skin color for years to come. Dr. Bright explained that the sooner Mary started therapy at the clinic, the better the results she could expect. At the clinic, Mary learned that vitiligo patients have 3 treatment options: try to restore pigmentation, camouflage the white patches, or remove the remaining color to have all white skin. Phototherapy or UVB therapy remains a gold standard treatment for vitiligo. Depending on the size and location of the white spots, it may take anything between 2 to 14 months to restore natural skin color. Laser Express, Lights Line, and Home Line may be recommended, depending on which type of vitiligo or skin condition a patient has. Meds Line used to be a supplementary line, routinely taken to arrest the progression of active vitiligo before switching to Lights Line. But now a vitiligo drug has been developed and is registered by the FDA, and more are in the pharmaceutical pipeline. So, Meds Line is being actively used on its own. Surgeon Line is reserved for those who tried but didn't respond to treatments on other lines, then rolled back to clinic via dropout and mistreatment line. Mary regained new pigment after 15 phototherapy sessions, and more significant improvement after about 30 sessions. Her face and neck improved a lot, while her chest and hands had only traces of repigmentation. But the burden of visiting clinic 3 times a week exhausted Mary. And she needed a break to catch up on all the things she'd missed at home. Because Mary's spots had responded well to phototherapy, her clinician suggested using a compact UVB lamp at home. She had to use the same protocol and precautions as in clinic, and send weekly reports to the doctor. Mary's doctor warned her that skipping treatments would lead to a treatment protocol adjustment, depending on the number of days she missed. Anything under 12 days would just require a minor correction, but a month-long delay would send her via dropout and mistreatment line back to the clinic. After another 30 sessions in her home, Mary finally circled from almost there to spotless. She was happy with the complete repigmentation of her face and torso, and a near-perfect result on the hands. But, her doctor warned, she had to keep looking for changes in skin color. Nearly 50% of people who restore pigment with any therapy keep their skin color for over a decade, while the other half lose it again within 4 years, on average. Once white spots begin reappearing, doctors recommend resuming a supervised phototherapy treatment at home for another 3 to 4 months, to prevent further pigment loss. It took Mary nearly 2 years to reach spotless, her dream destination, through the pitfalls, detours and shortcuts of a typical vitiligo patient journey. Vitiligo is a lifelong condition, and it's unlikely that Mary will ever be completely free of it. However, with the help of proper self-care on maintenance line, she will enjoy nearly perfect skin color for many years to come. Mary went back to the support group leader to say thank you for a little nudge towards Dr. Bright and to share her route through the Vitiligo Patient Journey Map.